So hello, this is my research topic, which stands for the difference between teaching English as foreign language in both Kazakh and Russian state schools. The significance of this research is the comparison of traditional teaching methods and modern teaching methods and the methods usage in state Kazakh and Russian schools. The purpose of the study is to identify the main difference between modern teaching methods and traditional teaching methods, and also to identify which schools are more tender to use modern teaching methods. So here are my research questions. The first one is, which schools are more tender to use modern teaching methods, and which factors influence the method the teachers use? So a little of background and literature review. So as my topic is about teaching methods, I decided to write about the most popular teaching methods in our country. So the first two methods refers to traditional teaching methods. The first one is grammar translation teacher method, and the second one is total physical response. Grammar translation teaching method is more about grammar rules and vocabulary, so the teacher's role is high. He performs to be the mentor, and the usage of first language is minimized. The same we can say about the second is total physical response, but the focus of this method is more on vocabulary, and the usage of first language is also minimized, but the teacher performs to be a model, so that all students, all pupils should follow him. So next one, the most popular teaching methods in our country. The most popular modern teaching methods in our country are communicative language learning and project-based learning. So communicative language learning is the new name for situational language teaching, because by this approach, by this method, students learn English by the life experience. So the second one, project-based learning, is the approach that the Ministry of Education of our country is trying to implement in our schools. This approach is about teaching language through solving the problem. Yes. So talking about the methodology, as my aim to identify the school which is more tended to use modern teaching methods, I conducted surveys, questionnaires, and interview. And if I chose this instrumentation, it means that my design method is mixed with quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative research is everything that is connected with numbers, and qualitative research is something which is connected with the perception of the phenomena. Talking about the participants, I had 4 teachers, two teachers from school A, it's Kazakh school, and 2 teachers from school B, it's Russian school, and 18 8th grade pupils, 7 from Kazakh school and 8 from Russian school. And I decided to interview 8th grade students because they are 8th grade is the first class of high school, and at that time pupils have a good language level to answer English interview questions in a good way. So here is a consent letter which was purposed to the administration of the school. So here is the instrumentation. Interview was conducted with teachers and students, with pupils. There were 7 questions for teachers and 7 questions for students. It took approximately 7 minutes to each person, and this interview was conducted before lessons, during the break times, and after the lessons, according to their free time. And it was conducted orally. Talking about the questionnaire, questionnaire was conducted only among teachers. It consists of 9 questions and 3 answer options. So the questionnaire was structured and was prepared by me. And the last one is the observation. I participated every lesson of each group in both schools and spent 4 academic hours. So here are the survey results. The blue graph is Kazakh school and red one is Russian school. And looking at these results, we can see that in most questions they are the same. Yes, so talking about interview results, I like that everyone were confident enough and honest, and questions were like, why do you like English? What book do you use? And something like that. It was conducted. Questions like that were in the interview with pupils. Also, I asked whether they whether they use the English language in the real life or not, which book they like and which not, and do they actively participate in the lesson. Talking about the teachers, teachers were asked about their qualification, additional trainings. They were asked about different certificates that they have, and they were asked about their role during the learning process. Yes. So here are the observation results. As I had 2 schools, actually in Kazakhstani educational system, classes are divided into 2 groups in order to teach a foreign language. That's why I had to participate 4 lessons for 45 minutes. Actually, the situation in both schools was the same, and I would like to mention the equipment of classes, that they were not equipped enough. They had only radio and a computer, but the computer was but the computer wasn't the property of the school. So here is the point that in order to implement modern teaching methods, schools should be equipped enough. So here is the conclusion. According to the conducted survey, interviews and questionnaire, within several weeks of proceeding the results, the research identified that Kazakh and Russian schools, neither Russian nor Kazakh state schools, are tended to use modern teaching methods. The results show that there is an equal usage of traditional teaching methods. Factors like absence of relevant equipment and ignorance about modern teaching methods influence teachers not to change their approaches. Here are some references. That's all.